Hi, I made a mistake in my last episode, and this video is here to correct this. If you were as shocked about the outcome of me implementing a city-wide cycling network as I was, I have good news for you and your city builds. Not so much for Drakken, as the episode as it was didn't affect traffic flow at all, but it does not mean that it could not have an impact on your cities. I'm sorry, but I drew the conclusion of it does not affect traffic flow prematurely. If you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, here is the episode. Take it as a guide on how to implement a cycling network properly, because that part we really nailed. But when it comes to the conclusion, I made the mistake of not looking at the full picture. I did post a comment on the video and pinned it, stating that there were changes happening within the city, which were actually pretty massive, because I had to adjust all the public transport lines in the city, and that is more than 100. But I was too baffled to actually understand what was going on, until this guy pointed me into the right direction. Thank you, Alex. So it never occurred to me that there would be a point of saturation in regards on what public transport could do. My thinking was, as long as cars are on the road, public transport could help with removing them. I was wrong in that regard, and there is a ceiling of what public transport can achieve. Even if I would have considered this option, I wouldn't have imagined being able to hit that ceiling when building Drakken and its public transport. This is the reason why the addition of a cycling network had no further impact on Drakken's traffic flow. But this means for every other city Skyline city that has not hit that ceiling yet, a cycling network could have a positive impact on your city's traffic flow percentage. Actually, I still believe that a biking network is the strongest form of transportation besides cars, because it is not tied to lines going where the Sims want to go to. They do not have to switch lines to get to their destination. Instead, a network, as you saw me implementing it, just gives them every option to travel to their destination at pretty high speeds on the fastest route possible. Yes, they will have to bike a bit on the sidewalks, but the further the distance, the more they will utilize the cycling network, and the stats showing that we nearly doubled the amount of cyclists is a strong indicator for the network is really working as intended. So, a cycling network's flexibility, in addition to AI pathfinding, makes it super effective in reaching every point in the city, which is why I actually consider it superior compared to public transportation. This eventually biased belief hindered me to realize that there could be a limit in what is achievable with the combination of biking and public transport. So I am sorry for having drawn this premature conclusion and thus spreading smattering in the community. This was not my intent. You know how much I hate smattering when you have watched a few of my episodes. So I am sincerely sorry for that mistake. Here is a tip I didn't mention in the video for you making better biking networks. As you can see, the biking lanes are one directional, so they use this lane to drive this direction and the other lane to come down here. Without a crossing here, they are not able to get to the other side of the road and then enter this pass. So if they would come from this direction, they would have to drive all along there to the next junction, which is around here, to then come back and then use the pass. So make sure you have crossings where you need them. So yeah, me sorry, hope you can forgive me, and we see each other next time. Bye guys.